day 83, and check out my new meditation chair. Somebody actually threw this out. It's a memory foam. It's a memory foam chair. I called this in. I said I wanted a new chair, and I found it in somebody's garbage. It's amazing what people throw out. Okay, well today is day 83. And man, it's hot today. The humidity is way up there, so I am sweating just for you, because this is the best place for me to do this video today. The last several days have been really emotionally challenging and draining. I said to my beloved colleague today, as we chat every Wednesday, I said, you know, I'm in a 500-pound situation. I'm in a situation that requires me to lift 500 pounds, and I can only lift 100. I'm like in way over my head. And he said, well, you know what you need? You need a spotter. And I said, you're right, I do need a spotter. And he, of course, said, do you know who your spotter is? And I said, yes, I do. The God of my understanding, the thing that breathes me, the love intelligence that is present, yet I can't see it. And so, yet again, I am turned more deeply toward myself. As I was saying to you yesterday, Michael Beckwith was talking about how when you have a problem or a situation, we don't go to God and say, come and fix this, come solve this. Rather, it's an opportunity for the awakened ones to go towards God. And as we go towards the light, as we go towards the presence, as we go towards the love, the problem doesn't have to be solved because it dissolves. And so for me, there's no place to go but towards myself. I have so radically changed. Everything that was is no longer, to such an incredible degree. And I know that there's nothing outside of myself, and so the only thing I can do is keep turning back towards myself and to keep going deeper. And it's like, wow, okay, good thing this thing is unbounded and inexhaustible and eternity and infinite, because just when you think you've gone in as far as you can go in, lo and behold, you got to go deeper. And so I go deeper. And it's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like a real experience of me going, okay, I'm going to go deeper. I'm going to pray more. I'm going to meditate more. I'm going to go deeper. The other thing is feelings. My beloved friend Sasha, online, on Facebook, as we walk together, I will post her video that she did the other day. Very powerful, very brave, very courageous, and very truthful. And she's talking about feelings and how we have been trained to not feel. We've been trained to numb. All right, we've been trained to take the edge off and numb our feelings through denial, through drugs, alcohol, sex, food, exercise, adrenaline activities. I mean, whatever it is, there's a huge list. And we've been encouraged to do all of those things to not feel than to feel. We're so afraid to feel. We're so afraid to feel that we actually believe that other people are causing how we feel. And so we demand and want them to say things differently and to have done things differently so that we would have felt differently. I don't know if you can relate to that, but that's something I have definitely mastered, and I am unlearning that. I'm unlearning a lot of things that I've noticed about myself. Like, I interrupt a lot. That comes out of that peacemaking phase. Interruption as a method of keeping order, peace, and harmony in the house. But think about that. How many times do we blame another person for how we feel? If you would have only said this, if you would have only done that, if he or she only would have said this, if they only would have done that, then I fill in the blank. Well, guess what? That's falling away because that's not real. What's real is we feel. I may not have, I may have pressed your button, but I didn't install it. It's not to say that we get to go trample all over each other. Of course, that's an extreme. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I am saying is that we have an opportunity to up our maturity level when it comes to owning our feelings and doing our best to speak clearly about it. And so, in this effort of mine to be the new way, to be the presence of love, to be a healing presence, to not take anything personally and consequently listen deeply and with compassion, I have come to see that there's a part of me that's not there yet. Every day, every time I have this opportunity, more and more of me is there. But in the most recent instance, I saw afterwards for sure that there was still a me that was not able to do that or not wanting to do it and was still playing out this other role. And afterwards, when I looked back over the situation, I was able to see, oh yeah, if you had really implemented those things, you would have had a different outcome. And what do I see? What I see is the need to be right, the need to defend. Right? This back and forth. I didn't say that. I didn't mean that. You know, the need to be right, the need to defend versus the need to simply be a healing presence and to not take anything personally because it's not mine to take. And wow, I could see what this is. So I'm glad it's not happening instantaneously in a way. I mean, this doesn't have to go on for much longer because the slowed down experience of me gradually being able to lift this weight is really important for my evolution and my growth. I would say now I'm in between two worlds. Before this, I was in the old world seeing the new world. Now I'm in between two worlds, and I would imagine with some time here, I will eventually be in the new world. So that's what I got today, day 83. I have spent 0 time writing. I've been completely consumed by my mom's medical experience, bless her heart, and my support of that, and I've been also deeply in this family dynamic, and I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. And so maybe you'll share with me in the comments something that makes me feel less alone. But I am definitely not anywhere where I was. You know, and I had a situation where I also felt like I was kicked out of the nest, another family nest back in Anchorage. You know, I was just so I just so had to hold myself. That's what you got to do, man. You got to hold yourself. Because when there's nobody to hold you, you got to hold yourself. Like today, I wish everybody I knew was here. I wish my friends were coming by and saying hi and taking me out for coffee or relieving me. I wish they were giving me hugs. I wish everybody I knew was here. But they're not. So I got to turn towards my spotter, the one that's always there. And the more I see it, the more real it is. The more I turn towards it, the more it turns towards me. This is day 83.